Rising 11/19/1119. I sat down and I went over every video that TikTok said went against the violation. What we have to understand is everything that's happening in the world, and we are drawn to whatever drama we drawn to. That's life lesson. Okay? So like the P. Diddy thing, I wasn't drawn to that because I hear my molestation issues. Okay? Because that's what pedophilia is connected to. People who violate innocent, vulnerable people. Trump foolery, I'm not drawn to that because I've died to my ego and still dying. Biden and the money stuff, I'm not drawn to that because I know my value and my worth. Now, the white, I don't want to say the white anymore, the colonization of people, maybe that's the word that I used that was pushed out of the algorithm. But I know my heart. I know my intentions are pure in me seeking my soul. And the first one, which was today, it said, the violation on the video, don't let them tell you to stay inside like that invisible virus in 2020. So when I connect that to myself, don't let people keep me from being the power that I am. Don't let them keep me from using the power that's within. Don't let them have me in the spirit of fear like they had everybody with the pandemic. See, that's what my video intentions was speaking, whether anybody interpreted it as that or not. But I'm sharing this way so that people can know everything that you're experiencing is a life lesson for you. Okay? For you. Then they had the video where they're telling the truth with Putin. They're telling the truth by diverting and deflecting from taking accountability for what they did wrong. Meaning, I'm not going to let people just say, I'm sorry. I need to know what you're sorry for. What is it that you have done that you were aware offended me, abused me, hurt me, you see, violated me, that you're sorry for? So we must ask people to be accountable for their mistakes openly, verbally. And Putin showed me that I will not let anybody just come say, I'm going to make it right. What was wrong? And how did you get to it being wrong before you make it right? Then it had, this is what the Holy Spirit said about the Caucasian. Now, with the Caucasian incident, that's my inner man speaking to me. The Caucasians is one side of me, and I'm learning to understand the other side of me. Now, I have experienced a lot of Caucasians that have been devilish. They have been unkind. They have been unpleasant and mean to me. And my lesson is to keep the balance in how I respond to them, but to stand in my power and be persistent about who will and will not disrespect and run up on me any type of way that they don't want to be ran up on. Now, when I screenshot it, because I was persistent about, this is about balancing me and nothing to do with them personally, because only a hit dog would holler. They took the screenshot and violated that. See, I was being persistent about, I want balance in my life. Okay? The video of me saying what the Holy Spirit said about the Caucasians spiritually, they put it back, but they didn't put it back. They violated it again. They have the information saying we reposted it, but they didn't post it, but they violated it again. Then they got, why are the National Guard being put in place? That was a video. They can't protect us. The National Guard can't protect us from source, nor can they block what source have. The National Guard can't stop Mother Nature, nor can they block Mother Nature. So I'm only making an insinuation of what is the purpose of the National Guard? Because we are talking about a higher power, Source God, and Mother Nature. And no National Guard, no kind of guard can prevent that. And I think another thing I do, I don't like silly willy-nilly. I'm about my business. And when it's time to play, that's when I play. And so I find myself going into that high gear, speaking in a tone as if I'm not here to play with nobody. Okay? So the National Guard is a representation of anybody who think they're going to make me go against Source God or Mother Nature because of their beliefs. I'm not having it. You see what I'm saying? This is about me and how I receive these violations. Now, I sent a text. They violated a text. The text says, who are you? What were you before the colonizer? But I didn't put colonizer. I put the white man. The colonizer named you. We were named slaves. We were named niggers, boy, girl, colored, blacks, African American. But I've come to learn who I am. I'm not any of these names that anybody call me. I am who I am. That's who I am. So again, TikTok is kind of like the hidden hand that helps us grow and evolve if we don't take the violations personally, but take it as a life lesson. I had a text of information about the 6 typical energy problems. They took that down, but they put it back after I appeal. Then they took down information I had about the energies of the lunar and solar eclipse. Now, the lunar eclipse, we all are connected to the lunar energies and the solar energies. So with me sending that information, I need just more than me to be aware of the energies of lunar and solar for us all to get the best effects of knowing what does the lunar eclipse do energetically and what does the solar eclipse do energetically. So this is why I post that information. Then they had a text where I mentioned Hitler had a spirit that was not a good spirit. And Hitler is in the spiritual realm just like Jesus and everybody else who crossed over. How can you tell the difference when we are praying and calling on these spirits? They violated that. So again, I only want to connect to good spirits because there are dark spirits. See, there go with the pausing, you see? So with that being taken down, it says there is a dark and a light spirit. There's a good and a bad spirit, you see? There's evil and there's good. So if Hitler had a bad spirit and Jesus had a good one, when I'm praying, how do I know Hitler answering or Jesus? See, that's what I was trying to make people aware of. So don't pray to nothing outside of yourself. You just be grateful and thankful for everything that you're going through. You see what I'm saying? And learn from everything. Okay? They're calling, or they took this down, they are calling on dark forces from the other side of the veil. That is a possibility that you can be calling on something and something dark comes, because if your frequency is not elevated, and your mind is not open, yes, you can call in something that is dark, that can attach to your thoughts that are dark, your thoughts that are low vibrational. You see, your emotions that are low, things can attach to you spiritually that match your vibration. Then they had one that stopped following these mere people behind the pulpit in them churches. They are people just like us. They are people just like us. God don't give them no more than he give us. They're supposed to be helping us elevate our mind and open up our heart chakra. Not make us feel bad about the wrong that we're doing. They're supposed to help us work through the wrong that we're doing, but that's not happening. They're the only ones experiencing milk and honey. They're the only ones living good. They're not struggling financially. The people in the church are. So again, yeah, stop following people who are not helping you evolve, expand. You see? Grow. So again, I'm going to keep on my journey, seeking Daphne, trying to help one, reach one, and teach one.